It is the RIOT Podcast. This is the Friday, April 7th edition. This is the last podcast without Nikki for quite some time because she's going to be back in on Monday, and I cannot wait. Isaiah, it's going to be great, isn't it?
It's going to be grand.
It's going to be great. I want to tell you about something that I have a zoo membership, so occasionally I need to kill time, just hop over to the zoo. I live right nearby.
I didn't know you had so much fun.
Yeah, sometimes. It's good to walk around there. Get my steps in.
Get your steps in? Yep,
Yeah.
That sounds like something that you'd do.
But you know what has really rubbed me the wrong way about the zoo, especially if I didn't have a membership, is that you go like this time of year. It's April now. They still don't have all the animals out. They still have, I just went, Africa was closed.
Not Africa.
What do kids want to see when they go to the zoo?
They want to see the lions.
They want to see lions. They want to see tigers are in Asia, I think. They want to see giraffes, cheetahs, elephants, all African animals. None of them there. I want to know why.
It's too cold.
What are you talking about?
It's too cold.
It's like at least 50 degrees.
Yeah,
You're telling me we call the lion the king of the jungle. It can't live in 50-degree temperatures.
I don't know. It's used to Africa. Africa's hot.
Africa is hot. But it's some king if it can't even withstand it getting a little chilly. I understand if it's snowing on the ground, it's not what the lion's used to. But it's 50 degrees. Typically, like it's a nice normal day outside. The lion, you don't think it gets a few cold days in Africa? And you're trying to tell me the lion doesn't have some nice warm enclosure that it can go warm back up inside if it's not enjoying the weather. If it drops below 50, the lion can just go in its den or whatever. Climate controlled.
You know what it is?
What is it?
I looked it up. They're able to be in cold weather, obviously, as all animals are usually.
Yeah.
But you know what it is?
What's that?
Supply and demand.
What do you mean?
They just reopened the zoo, right?
Yeah. No, the zoo's open all year round.
The zoo's open all year round, but in about a month or so, they're going to do a big promotion.
What's that?
Africa's back.
Africa's open.
And then all the people that came right now, what are we in April? All the people that came in April, they're going to have to go again.
Yeah.
Because now Africa's back. The lions are back now.
Yeah,
so if you just had lions all year round, you only had to go once a year. Africa's back. Maybe they close down Asia when Africa comes back. And then they open up Asia in like 2 months. And then,
first of all,
it's just a constant rotation.
Two issues. One is that why not have it earlier? It's April. It's not like it's February and we're all freezing. No, people can go to the zoo now. It's warm enough, especially kids are still in school. You take the kids on a field trip. You're taking the kids on the field trip yesterday. They're not even getting to see the lion. I don't think that's right. And secondly, number two.
You think they care about the kids?
The zoo? Probably not.
They care about money.
You know what they care about? The almighty dollar. And you know how I know? Because even though I have a membership, they're still charging the same price for the ticket as they will in June when everything's out there. But you know the problem in June? Everything won't be out there because what do they tell you? It's too hot. They don't really like to move around. They find a shady spot and they just lie down. When are we supposed to go to the zoo and see the lions doing something?
Jeez, you just really like to just use
why
these
do I even have a
animals.
membership?
You just look at these lions and you're like, dance for me,
Play
puppet.
for me. Yeah.
Dance for me.
Do something interesting.
This is why PETA wants zoos gone. Because of people like you.
Because of people like me.
Jeez, I can't believe you have a membership to that place.
I know, I shouldn't.
You support that place?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're right. It's wrong.
I would never.
They're ripping me and everyone else off. And the animals.
I just wish the animals could just be free. Got them caged up.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Sheesh.
All right. Well, I just had to get that off my chest because it did rub me the wrong way. Because I haven't been in a while. I thought April.
So when was the last time you went?
April feels like a good time to go and where the animals would be out because the temperature's been fine.
So you haven't been recently?
I just went.
Okay. So when did you go?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Dang.
Yeah.
So when are you going to go again? When the lions come back?
Yeah, that's right. When there's actually stuff to see.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you are.
Yesterday was like bears lying down, which is fine, but that was like the only thing.
Bears?
Yeah.
Bears are pretty cool.
Bears are cool. Much cooler than lions because they can withstand different temperatures.
The cold.
The bears are still there when it's hot.
Bears are there.
The lions, for some reason, disappear when it drops below 65.
princesses, I guess. I don't know.
That's right. Some king of the jungle.
Some king.
You. All right, you want to quickly rifle through what's in the podcast today?
We got some good stuff today. We talk about what you should be decorating on Easter.
And it ain't
we
eggs.
also didn't talk about Easter much.
We didn't.
If you guys are wondering. We didn't do much Easter talk.
We spread that out over the course of the week, I'd say.
Yeah, we talked about Easter a little bit today. We talked about dad jokes.
Trying to get us to laugh.
Didn't work. We talked about embarrassing situations and also why Little Mermaid is softer than ever.
They're making some changes.
Shocker.
And I don't know if everybody's going to like them. All right.
And that's what we talked about.
Good podcast. We'll welcome Nikki back on Monday and enjoy your Easter. Enjoy your weekend. We'll catch you later.
See you guys.
It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
You think Nikki being gone and us not having a true female voice on the show is going to get in the way of us talking about the changes to the Little Mermaid song lyrics?
Why do you make it sound like the Little Mermaid is just for women?
It's definitely not, but some are saying that the changes to the lyrics in the new Little Mermaid movie are for women.
Really?
Yeah, at least to one of the songs.
Let's hear it.
You want to hear what we've got here is upcoming changes from the songwriter himself, Alan Menken. He did the original Mermaid music, and I believe he's gone ahead and he's taken care of adjusting the songs for the new Little Mermaid movie coming out later this year. And he's made a couple tweaks to make a couple of the songs a little more appropriate in his eyes. Number one, to Poor Unfortunate Souls. Of course, classically sung by Ursula as she's trying to convince Ariel to give up her voice so that she can turn into a human and go on land and woo Prince Eric. Now, according to Alan Menken, I guess some people thought that those lyrics taught Ariel, not that she and women in general, that they weren't supposed to speak out of turn. If you and
so what were the lyric changes?
I don't know if we know the new lyrics yet, but I'll tell you that remember this, Isaiah? The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. You think that's appropriate? You think young girls should be hearing that?
I mean, I watched Little Mermaid as a child.
Yeah.
And they've sing these songs, and I didn't even really listen to the lyrics.
You didn't listen?
So I wouldn't have known.
Maybe you're so indoctrinated.
Clearly,
that you already believe that women shouldn't.
Whoa.
So, but you know what? I'm thinking, Isaiah, is that, and this is true, that the villains in Disney movies need to be more respectful.
You think so?
I think they need to act a little bit nicer.
Maybe that's what makes them villains,
I don't know about that.
It's being mean.
Being mean?
Yeah.
Having wrong ideas?
You're supposed to
manipulating people?
You're supposed to hate the villain. I almost said the woman. I almost said the woman.
I see. So you're saying those lyrics shouldn't be taken out because they're so clearly wrong on their face. Men up there don't like a lot of blabber. You leave that in because it makes you hate the villain.
It's so obviously wrong.
Yes.
So then you're like, oh my gosh, Ursula, hate her.
You've convinced me. Now, what about Kiss the Girl? A romantic, about...
Sung by Sebastian.
Sebastian the Crab.
The Crab. I remember this one.
You got to make sure you keep the lyrics sung by a crab on the up and up. And so for that one, it seems like it's just a nice romantic song about, like the early stages of love. And, what do? You're treading lightly. You don't know. Do they like you back? But that's all wrong. It's a song about consent.
What are you talking about?
Sebastian's trying to coerce Eric into convincing Ariel without her kissing Ariel without her consent.
This is wild.
That's
true.
I don't know if Alan Menken, as the songwriter, is taking the fall for this.
This is
this is what he believes.
Assumption.
Yeah, but that they've touched up the lyrics. Now, I'm sure it's probably a thing. I mean, yes, if you know all the words and you know it by heart.
What is it? Ask to kiss the girl? Is that what it is now? It's not kiss the girl anymore.
No, it's wait for the girl to kiss you.
Never make you move.
Yes.
Never make
Never make the first move.
You got to wait for that consent because clearly Sebastian the Crab in the children's movie was telling you to force yourself upon her.
That's the message I took away from it.
I mean, that makes so much sense.
And it led to a lot of problems for me growing up. So I think I wish that they would have that Alan Menken would have.
It would have been asked to kiss the girl.
Yeah,
then you wouldn't have.
should have figured this out.
You wouldn't have
earlier.
just been kissing girls.
Yeah. So that's the new Little Mermaid movie. And
People are getting so soft. Here we go again.
I mean, it's still going to be the same tune, and most of the lyrics are still going to be the same. It's just the ones that they deem problematic. So I'm sure if we didn't point it out, probably not a lot of people would even notice.
I hate it.
I wouldn't notice because I wouldn't see the
hate it.
movie. You hate it, huh?
I just hate when people get so soft.
You're
It's just
ready
so soft.
to come out as the man that's criticizing
I'm fine with it.
the lyrics in the Little Mermaid movie.
I feel like I just stay consistent, and my consistent view is this is another time where people are just, they're trying to avoid getting canceled or whatever. I get it. But at the same time, we just got a bunch of softies running around, and I hate it. But continue on, whatever. Asked to kiss the girl. I thought we all knew that.
We definitely don't. We clearly all don't.
Clearly not,
And
because Sebastian the Crab.
We need to learn it from Sebastian the Crab. He will teach us. He was teaching us all wrong before.
To just kiss the girl.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
And talking of Easter, one of the time-honored traditions of Easter is what? Painting eggs, of course. But you know the problem with painting eggs?
Eggs are expensive right now.
That's right. You nailed it. So what can you do? What can you do? Well, I have a solution. Painting potatoes instead.
Stupid.
Stupid? What are you talking about?
Stupid.
This is brilliant. Painting eggs sucked anyways.
That's been going on for years.
And it was a mistake.
What do you mean? There's no mistake that's gone on for 60 years.
It's so much trouble.
Hundreds of years.
Painting eggs. You got to boil them. Sometimes
then you can eat them afterwards.
Sometimes they break. You have to.
That's the fun part.
You can't just paint an egg. You have to dye it. You have to make a dye with vinegar in it. It can get on stuff, and then what happens? It dyes that other stuff. You just get with a potato. You can just straight up paint it. You just get any paint. You're going to be able to paint that potato just fine. You could also eat the potato afterwards if you wanted to.
Stupid.
Couldn't you?
The eggs are superior.
But
then the potato.
They're a difficult. It's a tough ask right now to say.
It's like $5.
To say, Mom, go out, get us some eggs. We're not going to eat them. We're going to paint them. They're just going to be decorative.
There's some things you just got to make work.
I think this is making Easter work.
This ain't making Easter work.
I think
you're telling me there's gonna be kids. There's gonna be kids who go to school on Monday. And they're gonna say, go ahead, everybody, paint some eggs this weekend and bring them in and we'll display them. And everyone's gonna bring in their egg. And then you're gonna send your kid to school with a potato and he's gonna display that. There's gonna be all these kids. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
This is the egg that I painted. And then this kid who has no idea, he's probably 6 years old, maybe 7. He has no idea it's supposed to be an egg. So he comes in with his potato, proud of his potato.
Yeah, he should be.
And then he looks around and he goes, everybody else is holding an egg.
Yeah.
And
they're crazy.
And
what are their parents, rich?
The teacher goes, little Johnny, what the heck is wrong with you? Why do you have a potato in your hand? Why'd you paint a potato? And he said, that's what my parents gave me.
Yeah.
And then you should be embarrassed.
My parents are frugal. They spend their money wisely. You know better than anybody. You got to spend your money wisely.
Eggs, I buy eggs all the time. You can make it work for Easter. It's like $5.
But wouldn't you even be happier if you were eating potatoes every morning than eggs? Because I would be.
No.
I'd love to eat potatoes for every meal.
That has nothing to do with this argument. Eggs superior to potatoes on Easter, but but the thing is, this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
If you're an adult, you don't have to paint eggs anyway.
What do you do? Just not do it.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, it's not really an adult thing.
Yeah, but if you have kids and you want to paint them, I think you got to go eggs.
I think here's the pro of the potato as well, that I think it's less trouble, it's cheaper, and here's this. Bigger canvas. Potatoes are bigger than eggs.
They are bigger.
There's more that you can do with it. You can tell a whole story with a potato if you're painting it.
That is true. If you want to paint a potato, show me what the end result looks like. Because I would be curious to know what it looks like.
I think it's a smart thing to do.
I think eggs are probably superior in every form. But if it comes down to it and you want to do potatoes, mix it up, do it.
I think it's never a bad idea to save a few bucks now. The one thing I'll tell you to take caution, and I guess maybe this applies to eggs too, but you don't want that potato to be displayed for too long because it will go bad. And that an old potato is something that nobody should have in their house.
If I walk into your house and you're displaying a potato, automatic judgment.
You gotta throw it out before it starts to sprout.
Before people see that thing. That's what you did for Easter. You can do that with your little family. Don't tell anybody about it.
Doing this. I'm telling all my friends.
Don't tell your friends.
That this is the Easter of the potato, the year of the potato.
Yeah, we painted potatoes this year. Everyone's gonna say, "You painted what now? What was it you did?"
And they'll go, "Oh, what a great idea! I wasted a bunch of money painting eggs."
This is the Riot Radio U.
Zaya stumbled across embarrassing situations that
a good old list of just embarrassing situations.
I love lists.
And I want to go ahead and get your opinion on some of these because these are things as I was reading along on it that I was like, wow, this has happened to me on so many different occasions. And they related so deeply with me. So I want to see if we all go through these same, because they're all pretty much by yourself. Things that you realize is embarrassing, but you're alone or somebody else calls you out for it. And we've all done these. And you don't really think about it all the time.
Yeah.
But now that they're in my face, I'm like, dang, I've put myself in some bad situations, right?
So you want people to text in the Riot hotline?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. All right. What do we got?
The first one I'm going to list off. Getting called out for laughing at something that you either didn't hear or you didn't know what it meant, but everybody else was laughing.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, what was it that was so funny? And then you're standing there like, what was it? What'd you say to me?
Yeah.
And then they're like, what was so funny? And I'm like, I didn't really hear either. I just laughed because everybody else was laughing.
Yeah, even not getting called out, but when there's a follow-up, and then you realize
like,
you're
was it
lost.
again?
You didn't get it. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's painful.
Yeah, another one that they have listed here, getting caught taking a photo of someone.
I've never...
You've never had that happen?
Why would I take a picture of somebody?
You've never been like in a grocery store or somewhere in public and you're trying to like sneak a photo of somebody because you think it's funny?
No.
Shut up. You've for sure done that.
No.
You're telling me you've never. You're telling me you've never taken a photo of somebody in public. Like you're like, oh my
not
gosh.
A stranger.
You're like, oh my gosh, Angela has to see this.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Oh my goodness. There's no way. How about this one? Sending either a message or a screenshot to the wrong person.
I don't think I've done that either.
You've never sent an incorrect message?
Yeah, not a memorable time.
Really?
Obviously that would be embarrassing, but no, I've never made that mistake. I'm pretty careful about it. I do have, and I've told this story before, but it's super short, is that one time I was texting a gal that I was going out with, and I was trying to do voice to text. And so I said what I said, voice to text, and then I accidentally didn't voice to text it. I recorded it as a voice message and sent that.
Oh, no.
And so that was bad.
That's a bad one.
That was much worse. I mean, well, maybe not worse, but that was rough. And that was nearly the end of the relationship, actually.
That's bad.
I don't know if that was a coincidence
or... A voice message.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, there's my roommate actually did it recently where he was texting this girl about one of our other friends who had just gotten a terrible haircut, right? And she's like, send me a picture of it. So he gets a picture of it, sends it straight to him.
No.
Straight to the guy that he took the picture of. And then he was like, what is this? And he was like, I love your new cut, man. I love that haircut.
How do you make
look
that
good.
mistake?
Yeah, that was a bad one. The other one that's listed here, someone seeing you smiling to yourself. When you're sitting there, have you ever done that?
Yeah, I mean, I smile to myself because I'm a happy guy.
I've seen you do it too.
Yeah.
When you do something sly and then you're sitting there smiling to yourself, and then you look over and someone catches you smiling to yourself. That's a bad one. Watching a video of yourself. You've done this before.
It's for work.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
obviously.
I've got to review the video podcast on the RadioU Riot Facebook page and YouTube channel, of course.
Like sometimes I'll get tagged in something like on our Instagram or something, and it'll be a video that gets posted, and then I'll go to watch it at like the gym or wherever I'm at, just because I'm curious as to what it is. And I'm always worried that someone's gonna come over my shoulder and be like, "Really, dude?
Yeah,
a video of yourself."
Or sometimes I'll be out, I'll be sitting somewhere, and while I'm waiting or wasting time or whatever, I'll be editing a TikTok or a video of myself.
Yes.
And that's a tough look. I always feel embarrassed doing that.
And
in
then
public.
the last one I have here, this is just one, the tale as old as time. And if you say you've never been caught doing this, there's no way getting caught picking your nose.
Yeah, that's happened.
I've caught you doing that.
Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah, and it's videoed too for everyone.
It's one of those things that whenever you do it, you're like, I never do this.
Yeah.
And then if you get caught doing it, you're like, why was I even doing that? Like, how in the world did that even happen?
I come by it more honestly.
You come by it a lot?
Yeah, I pick my nose
All the time?
Yeah, pretty
if
frequently.
I'm alone in the car and then I look over and make sure nobody's there.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst at a stoplight.
At a stoplight.
I don't want to be caught there by a stranger. If you catch me here, it's fine.
Yeah,
if a stranger sees me in my Jeep
at a red light, they're like, "What's wrong with him? What are you doing?"
Yeah. No pick. No pick.
The Riot with Hudson and Nikki on Radio U.
Having a little challenge right now. It's the dad joke challenge on the Riot because Isaiah and I, when it's just the two of us, we do not laugh out loud at each other. We don't make each other laugh out loud. We entertain each other. We just don't make each other laugh out loud. So we're getting people to text in, and you could be one of them texting in the Riot hotline with your best dad joke and see if you can make Isaiah or I laugh out loud. You want to go first, or should I reading these off?
I can go first.
Okay, go for it.
First one from Tommy.
Yep.
Why do calves mess it up already? Delivery. Terrible. Why do cows...
But it worked. I laughed out loud.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was me, not Tommy.
Okay.
Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Because they lack toes.
I thought I was waiting for something better than that.
Dang, I need the cricket noises. I need it. Next one. Eric.
Oh, I thought we were going to take turns. No, you can go do Eric, and then I'll do
Okay. Eric. Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
This better be good.
He was outstanding in his field.
Oh, I heard that one before.
Oh,
that's a groaner.
Close?
That's a groaner. All right, here's one from Danny.
I liked it, Eric.
Danny says, someone complimented my parking today. They left a sweet note on my windshield that said, parking fine. No good?
That was decent. That was decent.
Decent? Not a laugh out loud worthy, though.
Not laugh out loud worthy, but I was like
I feel like whenever you read them, I think the person reading them is more likely to laugh than...
Yeah, probably.
You got another one?
Yeah, I got another one.
All right.
Aaron. This one's wild. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. You don't get it.
I got it.
It took me reading it 3 times to get it.
Yeah.
It took me 3 times to get it.
That's not a laugh out loud one. But
no.
I think this one's going to work on you.
Okay.
This is from Chad.
Yeah.
Chad said, what did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HDMI.
So bad.
That was a bad one. Chad, you should be ashamed of yourself. You want to do one more?
I got one more.
One more. Go for it.
Brandon, not everyone thinks Cleopatra is beautiful. That's just how Julius Caesar. That's pretty good.
That is
I kind of like that
historical,
one.
Right
I like that one, Brandon.
This is here. I got an old school one for you.
Okay, yeah, give me a good one.
That Todd just texted in. He said, "How do you make a tissue dance?" You heard this one before?
Put a little boogie in her.
Yeah, that's an old one.
I know that one.
Yeah. All right. The dad joke challenge. You think it was a success?
I think there was some decent text there.
Yeah. I mean, I think I laughed a couple times.
You did laugh. I laughed at myself.
Yeah. The Yoda one made me laugh.
Yeah, that was
a good one.
Right.
The Riot, Radio U.
Have you seen on TikTok the pickle skincare trend?
I haven't.
That's not on your TikTok?
Not on mine.
Of course, it makes sense. With inflation running rampant, cost of living has gone through the roof. People are trying to find more affordable ways to take care of their skin. And some of the ways that have been going around is using pickles, because pickles, what can't they do? Pickles are having a real moment right now. They're putting them in ranch. People are just doing everything with pickles.
Put them in a bag. People are eating them.
Uh-huh. They just eat them straight up, drinking the brine. It's not new, but I feel like it's taken to a new level lately. And now people, because they already have pickles on hand anyways, they're like, why just eat them when I could use them on my skin? So some of the things people are doing is like applying the pickle brine directly to their skin to treat acne.
Interesting.
Is one thing that people are going with. And I'm here to tell you, or at least relay the message from some skincare experts, that you actually shouldn't be doing. If you're tempted or if you've taken part in any pickle skincare, the actual real skincare experts that have gone to college for this type of thing are saying don't do that.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad idea. That wouldn't be the first thing I'd want to put on my face, if I'm being honest.
It feels very, and this is why people think that it is, they've claimed that it would be good to treat acne, for example, is that because the pickle brine is very acidic, that it would help remove dead skin cells and some of the stuff that, clogs up your pores and whatever. The acid will help with your skin. But according to skincare aficionado Tom Watson, Tom said, applying pickles or pickle water directly to the skin is likely going to cause irritation, leave your skin inflamed, and, worst of all, will leave behind a smell that will linger all day. Now, that is true. You ever get pickle smell on your fingers? It doesn't go away. It does not go away. Pickles are similar to onions in that regard, that they just stick with you. That smell sticks with you for a while. And so skincare experts are recommending that basically you don't do this because they think if you go ahead and do the pickle skincare trend, that you may wind up causing other inflammation or other issues with your skin that you're then going to still have to go spend money to get products to treat, that you could have just skipped all of that rigmarole and saved all that money by not putting pickle brine on your skin. Your thoughts?
I've done something similar.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I have not done pickle on my face.
Well, what's your secret to being acne free?
I have done frozen cucumber on my face.
Whoa. How does that work?
You freeze a cucumber. And then you just slice off a little slice of it, right?
Yeah, like you put on your eyes.
Like you put on your eyes, but you just take the whole, like you cut off the end of it.
Yeah.
So the inside is showing.
Okay.
And then you pull it out of the freezer and you just rub it on your face.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to help with like puffiness.
Okay.
Aging and acne.
How often do you do that?
I haven't done that since last summer.
Okay.
Because during
it's still working. You still have a beautiful complexion.
Clear skin.
Still very effective.
So that's the only thing that I've done that has been similar, and because it feels darn good. Summertime, it's hot out.
Yeah.
You pull a frozen cucumber out of your freezer. You rub down your face. Your face is a little warm. Feels really good. And it's supposed to like hydrate your face too.
Yeah.
And so that's the only thing I've done that's similar. Would I do pickle? No. But
yeah.
I've done frozen cucumber.
But pickles are cucumbers.
I would do again.
What if you do a frozen
though.
pickle?
Different.
All that vinegar in it.
Different.
Yeah. Now, some could argue, I think, that maybe the skincare supposed experts are saying not to use pickles on your skin because they're just trying to get you to go buy whatever the fancy product is. So there is that grain of salt that you could take with this. And also some are saying that some even skincare experts are saying, although you may not want to put pickles and pickle brine all over your skin, they don't think that'd be effective or safe or recommended. They do think that eating pickles could promote healthy skin.
I'm with it.
Because of some of the chemicals and whatever. There's certain health benefits to that. So it's not that pickles are useless, but the thing is, you probably already, if you're willing to try the pickle skincare, you probably already have had pickles. You already are eating them routinely anyways. And so you're already experiencing all the best effects of that, and you're trying to take it to the next level.
Yeah, if you are willing to do pickles, just drink a lot of water. Wash your face.
That could help.
Cut out that sugar.
Get an 8 hour of sleep every night. That's important.
All those big ones.
That'll de-age you real fast.
Stop skipping to just the pickles. The brine.
That's right.
On your face.
Pickles aren't the answer to everything.
It seems worse than just like doing the regular stuff.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.